Morning, Facebook fans and fans of PeakRadar.com. We're here at Galleries Extraordinaire in Old Colorado City with Winnie Wall. How are you, Winnie?
Oh, I'm fine.
Good morning.
It's happy to have met you and talk about things.
Yes, talk about things and talking about
I have a lot of old things.
Yes, you do. Thousands and hundreds of years old. Here in Old Colorado City, what you all may not realize is that this gallery that just recently moved down here last December from Denver has some true international treasures. And Winnie is going to show us one very special one, as well as what's out on the floor right now. So Winnie, why don't you just take us through for a moment? Let's walk together.
Okay.
So this is the space that was Baby Cotton Bottoms. People might not recognize it. Has been transformed into a truly gorgeous space. And Galleries Extraordinaire features work primarily from Tibet and China and Korea. But you'll find things here from Russia and from Africa, Spain, Iran, many places around the world, and it's right here. It's not behind a rope in a museum. It's right here for you to touch and learn about from Winnie Wall and Ken Wall, who own the gallery.
Yeah.
What are you showing us? You're so beautifully demonstrating.
This is a Tibetan temple chest, and it's a lot of this Tibetan antiques are lost.
Yeah.
Because of war and everything,
right.
You know, and so not many authentic Tibetan antiques are left. Right. And if you go to Tibet today, you cannot find any.
Will you show us the inside shelf that you showed me earlier that Ken said is naturally has the stain of yak butter.
Yak butter.
That they stored in there.
Because back in those days, you know, they don't have furniture in their homes, mainly in the temples, and because there are a lot of nomads there, and so they move from place to place, so it's not practical for them to have furniture.
Yeah.
You know, and they either sit on the floor or, but that's how they live. And so we actually have things, little stools that are made out of animal skin and maybe some bamboo to make those, and actually they are very rare, and I have some at home that I don't even want to sell.
Right, because
I was a collector, so
yes.
I feel real bad sometimes to sell certain things, and
a passionate collector. Yes, a passionate collector, which
right.
Anyone who spends any time here in the gallery will find that Winnie is full of stories of the background of the pieces, and also she knows the artists and she knows the people who owned the furniture pieces beforehand. Well, we all know him.
Yeah.
And even if you're not in the market for a piece of Ming Dynasty furniture, Ken and Winnie invite you to stop in and say hello and be curious, because right here in Old Colorado City there are things that you could not find at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Winnie, you said you had one piece in particular in the back room
yes.
that you'd like to give us a special glimpse of while we're live here with Peak Radar fans.
The thing is, I would like to show a lot more different things from the Ming and even Yuan Dynasty, but I don't have enough room.
So here we are behind the scenes of the gallery.
And it might be a little too dark.
No, we can see it. We can see it very well. So, of all the things back here, this is not the flashiest piece of furniture, but there's some very special qualities to it. Will you tell us a little bit about what we're looking at?
This is a U-skin inlay one, with coil wire that are reverse coil. And here's the dragon, which is the emperor, and the phoenix. And the dragon, the emperor, has 5 claws. And so if you go to talk to any museum expert, 5 claws dragon is imperial.
So this is a piece of imperial furniture. And earlier you said it is covered in eel skin.
Eel skin. The little wriggly eels. Can you imagine to have something made out of those hundreds and thousands of eels? Because this is not just the front; it goes all around.
Yes.
It coils all around.
And you
because
have
dragons.
2 of them.
I have 2 of them. 2 of only 5 in the world. One is already in a museum in Europe.
Amazing.
And I have other pieces. There's some of those, like if it's a pair, very often one is already in a museum.
Right.
And they're in my house.
And they're in your house. It would.
Yes, that's in my house. Double dragon.
Yeah.
And this is shark skin.
Oh,
The
and this piece
little
is shark
white-
skin.
The little white thing is shark skin. And the one thing,
Amazing.
and also with this one, the white brass, the alloy no longer available.
Yeah.
And from what I read somewhere, that today to get white brass out of Korea, you have to register.
Right. So one of the neat things about touring this Galleries Extraordinaire with Winnie is that she knows so much about the craftsmanship and the materials that are
Because
used.
if it's not something, the very, very extraordinary, I'm almost not interested.
Well, and that
It
means
really-
every piece is truly
Well,
extraordinary.
I think I had the karma to meet the experts that taught me all this. People say, how come you know so much? To me, if you want to learn, you will learn. And people are ready to teach you. Because they also want you to know and to spread the history and everything, the culture, the history, down through the ages.
Yes.
And you have to talk. As I said, this piece with this kind of wood, which is some, it's some kind of elm, but it's called Salkova. Very, very treasured in Japan and Korea. And because the Koreans are interested in the wood, not so much in the carving and all
It's
this.
too dark.
They are interested.
Yeah,
in,
it's too dark
it is
to
too
see
dark.
that piece. But
But if I could just sometime maybe mount some lights there to show some of this.
well, that's the joy of being back here. We are in not in a part of the gallery right now. We're in your
Right.
special storage area. Getting behind the scenes truly of a look at Galleries Extraordinaire. And you should come.
Extraordinaire.
You should all come, Peak Radar fans, and say hello to Ken and Winnie and have them tell you the stories of some of these incredible objects that are really not far from where you live every day. Winnie, thank you so much for having us.
I'm just so happy I've met you.
And I hope that
Because
people
I think,
will stop in.
we can communicate, just naturally.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
what you see is what
It's
you
all
get
about
in
telling
me.
stories, right? And this is a place full of stories, and you know how to tell them in a way that makes them
I
come to
can
life.
tell you so much about this.
Oh, I bet you can. All right, let's say
Yeah,
goodbye.
I mean, it is too much time.
Too much time.
Too
So
much
allow
time
some
to
time
tell
when you come. Very good. Well, thank you very much. And I hope you'll all stop in to Galleries Extraordinaire in Old Colorado City.